When it comes to green living, we set the bar pretty high here on HouseSmarts, so we thought we'd bring things down to earth and get a first-hand look at how a real family recycles.
Chris and Aaron Newman and their 2 kids make up a busy family of 4. While they're pretty avid recyclers, it's still just one of the chores. Oh, and did I mention that they both work for the EPA?
We have a single stream collection program here in our community, so we have one garbage can that we take out to the curb every week, and then they dump it into the truck and then sort it at the facility.
I would say that the volume of material we put out, about half of it is recycling.
And then during the summer, when we're working in the yard, we'll have quite a bit more for recycling because we'll have yard waste for composting.
We recycle the basic things, glass, paper, cardboard, metal, a lot of aluminum. We always make sure we try to recycle the metals because they have a higher recycle value rate than some of the lower things like cardboard.
Generally what we do is we'll have our bottles and cans that we'll have from meal preparation or boxes from upstairs. Everything will make its way to the kitchen somehow. We'll rinse those out and just leave them sit by the sink for overnight, and then into the recycling bin the next morning. From that recycling bin in the kitchen, we just walk it out to our trash can outside our house that we take out to the curb.
Even at the ages of 5 and 2, their kids are already following their parents' good example.
The kids have learned from an early age that they recycle, so they usually take everything away from the table and they say, is this trash or is this recycling? So they've been pretty good about learning that.
So Tricia, how old are you?
6.
6, and I hear you help around the house with the recycling, huh?
Yes.
Now, would this go in the recycling?
Yes.
Okay, how about this glass jar?
Yes.
And would this plastic bin go in the recycling?
Yes.
You're a good recycler.
Many people are starting to think about the life cycle of a product. They're starting to think about how much energy it takes to manufacture something, how much energy it takes to transport it to the store, and how efficient that can be, and also how much energy it takes when the product is being used, for example, or how recyclable it is, or what can be done with it at the end of its life, so that we can try to both conserve the resources and the materials that we have, but also conserving energy across all the ways that that product may be used.
I think a lot of people think about climate change as just greenhouse gas emissions, but it's also looking at being sort of sustainable within your life. It includes reducing your energy use, but also reducing things like your water use and increasing recycling rates.
There's not always 100% agreement on how to recycle at the Newman house.
My wife likes to rinse things out and then just put it right into the can and into the bag and let it dry there. I like to let it sit on the counter for a few hours or maybe to the next morning.
I think you can pay more attention to recycling or less attention. You can rinse everything out and let it dry on the counter for days and then put it in the recycling bin, or you can just go ahead and dump it in. I mean, I think there's a lot of ways to do it.
So how about the rest of us?
I do see my neighbors recycling. I do think when people find out what my job is, though, they often ask me about recycling. And is it true you can recycle this or you can't recycle that? And really you have to go back to the local organization that picks up your trash and sort of figure out from them what they accept and what they don't.
Another great place for people to find more out about recycling is a website called Earth 911. On this website, people can put in their zip code and they can put in what they're interested in recycling. And then a list of recycling opportunities will come up near them based on their zip code.
As for the Newmans, they may not recycle everything, but when it comes to recycling, it's their efforts that make all the difference.